I was in JJ's office actually, and he just casually says, "Hey, have you read the Lovecraft script?" And I said, "Yeah, and he just says, "You should do it." And I'm like, "Dude, you don't have to convince me that I should do this. I believe I have to do this."
My mind was just blown. What excited you about being a part of this adaptation?
Well, I mean, I think for me, it was, it just kept going. It's a story with no ceiling, really. They just keep upping the ante. The stakes are keeping higher and higher and higher and higher. It's extremely ambitious, it's extremely emotional, it's extremely action-packed. But all the parts were put in place to sustain it, and to hold it. And that doesn't really come along ever, So I was like, let's roll.
There's so much in this show, and definitely one eye-opening aspect is the vivid and difficult portrayal of anti-Black racism of the 50s in America, and there are still so many parallels that we see today. So why is television like this important to put out into the world and for people to listen up and check out?
Lovecraft Country couldn't be a more timely story to tell right now. With all that's going on with the unrest in this country and around the world, basically, it's a great time to tell these narratives so we could see the systemic incline of how things work. And this has been building up for a long time. And Lovecraft Country to open up with the Jim Crow era and to see what people of color had to deal with just to survive. We get to understand how we got here today. It gives you a little bit of a timeline.
What a journey you go on when you watch this series. It's unbelievable. What got you excited to be a part of it?
I was like, who is this woman and how do I play her? I mean, there's no one that can play her but me, was my thought, right?
Well, lo and behold, you got it, you did it, you killed it. Letty is such a complicated woman, and that's what's so fascinating. Where do you think her strength comes from?
I think with Letty, she doesn't want to be erased. She is plagued by that feeling of displacement. And sometimes these frustrations lead her to do, what some might say are quite kind of questionable things. However, she has no other choice. What I love is that sometimes she just makes the conscious choice to do the very thing she shouldn't do. I mean,
it's a hard character to follow. You just don't quite know where Letty's gonna go, and that's what makes it so exciting.